Welcome to a series of screencasts showcasing the WHO UNICEF JMP database. These screencasts are aimed at people who have a basic knowledge of the JMP indicators and an interest in data analysis. In this video, we're going to look at how to access JMP's pre-built charts and how to explore the data by country or region. Let's get started. The data dashboard can be accessed by going to the data page. Here we can see a variety of charts carefully curated by JMP to give an overview of the current status and trends for each service type: drinking water, sanitation, and hygiene. On the right-hand side, there is an interactive map that provides an alternative way to explore the database. More on that later. As you can see, the dashboard defaults to showing data for the world and data using 4 pre-built charts. The ladder charts on the top show the percentage of the population using each of the different levels of service for drinking water and sanitation at the world level. The ladder chart on the left shows this for the total population, whereas the ladder on the right compares service levels in rural and urban areas. Note here that there are currently insufficient data available to produce global estimates for hygiene, otherwise we would see that ladder as well. On the bottom, there are 2 trend charts showing how coverage for the different service levels has changed over time from 2000 to 2015. As you can see, the percentage of the population using safely managed drinking water services has increased from about 61% to just over 71%, while the population using safely managed sanitation services has increased from just under 29% to just over 39%. So the ladder chart here shows the latest estimates for the year 2015, while the trend charts show the same information, but across a period of 15 years. Let's take a look at the data at the country level by changing world to country, and then selecting a country of our choice. In this case, we'll have a look at Algeria. The chart now updates to show the same overview of the data, but this time just for Algeria. The left-hand ladder shows the data at the national level, while again the right ladder compares the rural and urban populations. Also note that we now have estimates for hygiene. 83.5% of the national population has a basic hand washing facility. On the map, we can see that Algeria has been highlighted, and if we hover over it, a tooltip appears showing a quick overview of the national estimates for each service type in 2015. Let's take a look at another country, Morocco. We can switch to another country simply by clicking on the map, and as you can see, the drop-downs and charts update to give us data for Morocco. Morocco doesn't have any estimates for hygiene, so we only see the ladder charts for drinking water and sanitation. On the map, this is shown by a hyphen in the tooltip. We can also quickly compare Morocco with Algeria by hovering over each country on the map. So we can note that national coverage of safely managed drinking water services is higher in Algeria, 93%, than it is in Morocco, 83%. Now that we've looked at the summary at a global and national level, let's look at the service types in a bit more detail. First, I'm going to switch to a different country, this time Côte d'Ivoire. And if I want a bit more detail on drinking water, I can go to the Drinking Water tab. Here we have 3 charts: a ladder chart comparing rural and urban drinking water service levels in 2015 and 2000, and a rank chart that shows coverage of basic drinking water services in different subregions of the country. Finally, at the bottom, we have a trend chart that shows the change over time in the total number of people using piped and non-piped water. We can quickly compare this with another country by hovering over it on the map, for example, Mali. We can now see a breakdown for drinking water service levels in the tooltip, and note there is currently no national estimate for safely managed water available for Mali. We can now take a closer look at Mali and see how it is faring on other types of services, sanitation and hygiene. The Sanitation tab gives a similar overview of the latest estimates through a range of different charts. In this case, we can compare service levels in rural and urban areas in 2000 and 2015, see the trends in sewer connections, septic tanks and latrines, and note that the great majority of people are using latrines in Mali. And also we can compare coverage of basic services and rates of open defecation in different subnational regions. If we go to the Hygiene tab, we can see a slightly different view of the data. Mali is one of a subset of countries for which we not only have estimates for national, urban and rural areas, but also for subnational regions and wealth quintiles. On the bottom left chart, you can see a breakdown of the hygiene service levels for each region of Mali, with basic hygiene highest in the capital region of Bamako at 28%. The top right chart highlights inequalities in access to basic hand-washing facilities between the poorest and the richest quintiles. We've so far shown how you can analyze the data at the world and country levels, but you can also do this at the regional level. In the drop-down menu, we can select region, and then in the second drop-down, a number of different regions appear. For this example, we're going to take a look at the SDG regions. Once we select this, a third drop-down appears with more options, showing the 8 SDG regions. We're going to look at Sub-Saharan Africa. Once selected, the map shows the highlighted region in darker green, and the charts have also been updated to show data for this region. Let's switch to another region type, small island developing states. To get a better look at which countries are included in this, we're going to have a look at the full screen on the map. Due to the size of the highlighted countries, the map now shows a number of rings, and if we hover over one of these, the tooltip for the corresponding country appears. So for example, Barbados. If I click on a country, say Cuba, then the data in the charts returns to country mode. We'll just escape, and we can see we're now looking at Cuba. That completes our tour of the JMP data dashboard. There are a number of other ways to explore and use the data, such as creating your own charts, which you can do by clicking Create Chart, and tables, and you can also create dashboards of multiple charts and download and share the data with others. This will be covered in further videos. In this video, we have seen how to explore data on different service types, explore data for different countries or regions using the drop-down filters in the map, and quickly get an overview of country data using the tooltips. If you'd like more advanced analysis, either take a look at the help page or check out the other videos.